mobile developer Gamasutra have secured $145 million in strategic financing to support its various acquisition and global growth initiatives. The news comes shortly after the Harry Potter Hogwarts mystery creator laid off an unknown number of staff as a result of organizational changes. It also follows the company's decision to open a new studio in Canada to facilitate the purchase of the Bingo Pop franchise from Yukon Games, and the signing of a multi-year development deal with Disney. Gamasutra President and Q. Josh Gatto said the cash injection will also help the law-based developer expand its core franchises and live game operations. Gamasutra is executing ambitious plans for new game development, expansion of core franchise games, and building the industry's very best live game operations, commented Gatto. Additional investment in our creative and technical operations further position Gamasutra as the premier partner for owners, game development studios, and industry talent worldwide. There's never been a more competitive time in the free-to-play mobile game market, and at the 2019 Game Developers Conference in March you will have unique opportunities to hone your mobile game making skills and learn new ways of grabbing and holding a healthy player-base. Most notably, THEGDC 2019 Mobile Summit offers you 2 days of talks dedicated to nuts and bolts of great game design and successful business strategies for games on iOS, Android, and other mobile platforms. For example, this year's Mobile Summit will feature King's Isham presenting a talk on to Affinity and Beyond, lessons learned mapping the mobile games market. Using King's treasure trove of mobile market data, Smash will show you what the mobile gaming market looks like mapped using big data, and how to use this knowledge to explore opportunities or grow them for yourself. Can big data help game makers chart a fruitful course in today's shopping game market? You will find out by coming to this talk. And in the changing face of the mobile marketplace, congregate speaker Imans will give you a valuable refresher in how things are different now by taking a look at from mobile games to new launches and to aging titles to see what the modern mobile business looks like. He will walk you through the practical value of things like storefront featuring, user acquisition, test markets, performance improvements, competition, game updates, and more. Outside the summit you will find lots of DD 2019 talks that offer potentially useful learnings for mobile laptop game makers. Among them, Defying Expectations, 7 lessons from The Sims Free Play, from Electronic Arts, Mavis Chan, part of the DD 2019 Business Marketing Track of Talks. Chan's session condenses 7 years of work on a Sims Free Play intro, 7 key lessons that have shaped his thinking and the game's success. Through multiple examples, Chan will illustrate the failures and difficulties that TSFP faced and how they eventually resulted in insightful lessons that now have influenced TSFP in live service. Live games are almost a way of life in today's F2P mobile game market, so do not overlook this talk. On the same track of talks you will find Nature vs. Nurture, Unpacking Player Spending in F2P Games, in which congregate Drew Levin will use several case studies from live congregate games to explore how and why some player behaviors are easier and more rewarding to change, while others have a nearly unbreakable ceiling. Free-to-play mobile game developers will hopefully walk away with a deeper understanding of how focusing on repeat spend will improve their business, and how that translates into design and product principles. And if you do like a bit of schadenfreude with your tips and tricks, consider checking out The Guy Who Ruined Angry Birds, from Robbio's Man's Wild. Part of the design track. It's all about the design and development of Angry Birds 2, which had to be a F2 game that succeeded one of the most popular premium games of all time. It should be packed with practical takeaways for changing player expectations about mobile game economies. If nothing else, Wild promises it will be a very honest story about the good and bad decisions that ultimately made it possible to transfer the Angry Birds gameplay from one business format into a completely different one. Further details on these talks and many more are available now on THEGDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GD 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscone Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GD, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019 visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, OS. Gamasutra and GD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Ubisoft's upcoming shooter The Division 2 is launching on both Ubisoft as a Play Store and the Epic Games Store on PC, making it one of the first AAA releases to bypass Steam in favor of Epic's fledgling platform. The jump is the result of a newly forged partnership between Ubisoft and Epic Games that will see a handful of future Ubisoft games announced for the platform this year. Additionally, the team-up means the two companies are working to integrate certain key components of a Play and Epic's online services, with a focus on social features and interoperability, potentially meaning that even the Epic Games Store release of The Division 2 could require a Play account to play. The PC version of The Division 2 has been up for pre-order on Steam for some time already, but the listing for the game has already vanished from the Steam store and such. Though the game will not be hitting Steam officially, Ubisoft notes in a press release that any pre-orders placed on platforms other than a Play on the Epic Games Store will still be honored. Despite the recent semi-exclusivity announcement, the Epic Games Store officially launched last month, and notably breaks away from the industry standard 70/30 for Avenue split, instead offering developers 88% of their overall revenue. The platform has so far attracted attention from a number of indie developers, including the likes of Supergiant Games, who launched its early access game Hades as an Epic Games Store exclusive, and a number of other studios that have since pulled their games from Steam in favor of Epic's new digital storefront. Steam recently remodeled its revenue split policies, an overhaul that came just days before Epic reviewed its Steam competitor. Those changes, which are notably geared more toward the AAA crowd, drop Valve's share of revenue from 30% to 25% for any revenue generated over $10 million. For games that earn over $50 million, that split is then changed to 80/20% share on that bit of revenue. Bryant Francis, at Bryant2012, interviews game developers on Havas. There was for Gamasutra. He also runs the DD Twitch channel. 2019 is upon us. Good Lord, what a tumultuous year it's been. We gave a sad goodbye to some stellar studios, saw some proper accounting for the impact of sexual harassment in the game development workplace, and had constant conversation about how game workers can improve their lot in an industry that can call for intense work conditions. Amidst all the challenges, a lot of great developers put out some seriously great games this year. and we are getting a lot of chances at Gamasutra to celebrate them this week. Today, here's some of the games that your humble contributing editor video producer has truly enjoyed in 2018. 1-1-Bit Studios, Frostpunk was the 2018 game I could never stop thinking about. From the moment my poor survivors eached the totemic generator, sitting in the frozen Arctic North, every decision I spent with this society simulator helped me reckon with the demons of authoritarianism and how much control and the lies you can tell yourself in the name of the greater good. Frostpunk's thoughtful design means that it's not just an arbitrary moral messenger here to warn you of the wills of a police state, a theocratic regime. It's crafted to guide you on a path of different paths of pain points, to remind you that just because you did not commit higher crimes against freedom,